Right, we'll just start again. Wagwan visual. Oh, look at that. As soon as we start again, the fucking big head rams his head through the door.
Well, alright.
Fucking big headed bastard. Ah, it's a little bit door. Oh, right, yeah, what's the crack?
Tie with his big forehead.
It's a, well, no, it's a different big head. It's not the little big head, it's the, well, who's got the bigger forehead? They've both got huge foreheads, to be completely honest with you, mate.
Yeah.
They've both got massive foreheads. So, yes, hi Chris, welcome to the podcast. Absolute madhouse at the minute. Right, so as soon as we get out, we'll have a nice quiet room. That'll fucking do us nicely. We don't have to fucking sit and deal with kids that aren't ours and well, the dog's fine. Why is Christian with kids that aren't his? That's weird as fuck.
Yeah, right.
No, yes, there's no too stressed about. There's no bracket. We're just gonna have a nice little ramble on. But yeah, that's what's gonna get to you. That's weird, that isn't it? Right? Visuals. Here's some context for you. Modern day kids. One kid is downstairs on a console, and the other is right. So one kid's asked a kid to come over and play and chill, and you know, something blah blah blah. We'll have some fun.
No, it's not his.
Yeah. One kid's upstairs and one kid's downstairs, both playing Fortnite on the same party. When did we get to that point?
When they decided to stop doing two players on one screen.
Yeah. Look, there's no wrong. I used to do.
You don't get two players anymore.
Nah. Nah, you're absolutely right, mate. There's no wrong with playing video games when you're on the stopovers and whatnot. I used to do it all the time, but we were sat next to each other, taking turns, or on Mario Kart or some shit like that. But now they just want to be in separate rooms. So like, you might as well be in separate rooms at your own houses.
Exactly.
Instead of in the same house.
It's
fucking bizarre. Oh my god, yeah. They were doing it the other night, and I looked at him and was like, "What are you doing?" I said, "Do you fancy grabbing a footy? We'll get you a footy. Would you just go have a kick about?" Nah. Fuck me, if someone knocked at my door, even now, and said, "Do you want a quick kick about the park?" I'd be like, "Oof, go on then, we're going for an hour."
Kids nowadays, it's like, nah, they can't even outdoors. It's consoles and shit. Tablets, phones.
Why stop then? It's like me saying, "Hey Chris, come yours and watch a film," and I just end up going in your spare room, watch a different film, and you watch one. Well, you just stay at home then. It's fucking mental and bizarre. Exactly Optimus. Do you even understand it? He hasn't got a fucking clue yet. No. I'm completely lost with it all anyway. Morning, honestly, we've said it so many times. I don't mean to fucking go on, but the future is fucked.
Oh, it is.
It's just
that's there. My nephew. That's the future. Fucking God help us.
And that's my nephew, and I agree to that statement. He's an absolute fucking donut. Proper cheeky little shit and everything, man. But yeah, I think fucking. Do you know what else has been winding me up lately? Have you seen much of that Andrew Tate?
No.
Do you even know who it is?
No.
Oh my god, he's just fucking. You will be obsessed with watching him after this.
Why?
He's a fucking bellend, and his voice irritates the life out of me.
Andrew Tate.
It's this. Honestly, Google him quick. He's this guy that goes on and he has these very strong and open and vast, opinionated and controversial opinions. But he's British American, so when he talks like that. Sometimes he goes in and out of British and then back to American, and you're like, what the fuck is your problem? Apparently the kids love him. Yeah, apparently like kids absolutely adore Andrew Tate.
Okay.
He's an old kickboxing
American
champion.
British kickboxer, internet professional.
Yeah, and he has all these, right, like I said, so many kids I've seen these days, right, like telling like this, oh, he's proper mint, I love him. And he's got all these world views, right, like, obviously I can't speak for everyone, and obviously he's not here to defend himself, but he's a fucking moron anyway. He says shit like, basically it's okay for him to cheat on somebody, but no one to cheat on him. If he's got a girlfriend and she's on OnlyFans, he deserves 80% of it. Like, why do you deserve 80% of it? Shit like that. He basically goes on about like how men are so much more superior than women. How, you know, he goes, I haven't watched Star Wars. I'm not a fucking geek. If I decided to watch Star Wars, I would have become a millionaire. And like, oh my god, what is your worldview here, mate? Mate, the people that fucking made Star Wars are millionaires. Well, George Lucas, I should say, sorry, not the people. He's just a very, very... Honestly, you can go and watch loads of videos and weird shit of him. He's a fucking donut. He went on this... I don't know what this show is. It's like where you try and date this woman And he was just such a fucking moron on the shit he said. But like I said, so many people agree with him. He's like, oh, but you should be like this. If we were back in the wild, you'd be a gatherer and I'd be a hunter. And I'm like, okay, that's fair enough, but we're not there, mate. Time's evolved. Yeah. Time's gone forward. We don't need to go back to our old positions of hunter gatherer and shit like that. It always calls men, pussies that like this and have to play video games. You're a fucking pussy. And like, what is your fucking spit whatever you're chewing in your mouth, mate, and shut the fuck up. Absolute fucking aardvark.
Yeah, he seems like a fucking tit.
Yeah, you can watch loads of stuff and like I said,
he sounds like a tit.
But it's quite scary because if all the kids are loving him these days, Jesus fucking Christ.
But why are they loving him?
Because apparently they all agree with what he's saying about who's superior and who's not, and these world views, and he's like, I'm a world leader. And he's got this weird cult club thing. What's it called? The 100 Club or the Men's 100 Club or something? And it's proper weird and cult-like and dodgy as fuck. I think he was. I'm sure I've seen pictures. He was in like Big Brother at some point. And the best thing he come out with. Because he claims that he's one of the world's richest people, right? And he goes, Jake Paul, I'll offer you a fight, but I can't afford 50 million. I'll do 3 million. I'm like, oh, you're definitely the world's richest man, then, aren't you? You're definitely up there if you can only afford 3 mil. Fuck me. It's just you a plank. Yeah, there's a lad at work that even loves him who goes about how he's right. I'm like, oh my god, are you for real? The guy quite literally says men should own women. We're not fucking, what's his name? The fucking guy, the barbarian. What the fuck was his name again? Exactly. Yeah, he's a dodgy old cunt.
Yeah, he sounds fucking dodgy.
But you'll watch loads of videos and you'll watch the next and like half. And the worst thing is, some people that are a bit like that pretend to be stupid or dumb or like Jake Paul, for example. I don't like Jake Paul, and I think he goes out there and he's obnoxious and he's loud and I can do this just as a character because he knows it will generate views and money and it'll get the conversation going. He doesn't give a shit if you like him or not because he's getting the money off it.
Yeah.
And I personally believe half of what Jake Paul does is an act, whereas this guy, I think he's just genuinely a fucking weird, old-aged thinking knobhead that's not doing it for shock value, but it's getting him the clicks and the views and people are watching like myself.
Calm down with the old age thing. He's only 2 years old.
No, I don't mean old age as in old age thinking. Back in like fucking thinking that we're still barbarians and whatnot. He's a fucking donut. But yeah. Andrew Tate.
Yeah, he sounds like an absolute tit.
His voice does. Because like I said, it'll zone in and then some stuff he says proper British. Did a video the other day saying about how Britain's the most violent place in the world and that. I don't get wrong with parts of it. Like, if you ask or disagree with any British person, they will just fucking flip and fight you and bat you for no reason. I'm thinking, Jesus fucking Christ, what a way to give Brits a bad name. Fucking hell, me and you've disagreed on many things. You like the Universal World, I don't. We don't fucking have a scrap about it. You know what I mean? It's fucking, there are some people out there who they probably will, but Jesus Christ.
Oh, and some girls will just fucking droggle fucking because he's got money.
Mm-hmm. It's the way he goes on about how he's like the biggest baller and there's nothing wrong with being rich and famous and whatnot. Fucking kudos to you, you've made it in life. But then when you start acting like him, thinking like you're the best thing that's ever happened and shit, and like all your world views are outstanding. The best thing is though, the one thing I commend him for is somehow he's saying all this shit and there's no cancel mob out there. It's the only thing I can say, well, he's saying all this mental weird mad shit, but no one's trying to cancel you. There's no videos on cancel him or... If it was like, somebody else, there would have been videos on him by now. But yeah, mental.
We should do a political state. Never know what about. Come back to me.
It's just, like I said, it's just some of the stuff it says. It's fucking... And the fact that people are like, yeah, I agree. And they're like, yeah, well, how can you agree on this going back?
How can you agree on...
Like, if a woman does OnlyFans, you deserve 80%.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
I mean, it's one conversation if you're happy with your girlfriend to do it, but it's something, if she's doing all the video and the editing and the uploading and whatnot, that's all of her work, why do you deserve any of it?
Yeah.
I mean, she might be nice because you go, oh, I've made X amount today, let's go shopping, I'll treat you to something or whatever. That's one thing. Like, B works, her money's hers. Mm-hmm. If she decides to treat it with a few new Funko Pops, that's up to her, that's very nice and thank you. But I'm not entitled to any of it.
No.
It's fucking...
Yeah. It's just fucking... He's just hypocritical by the sounds of it. He needs to fucking give his head a wobble.
But like I said, the only thing is he was a kickboxer. I don't know how good he was, but I really want him to get into the social media boxing circle and somebody just splatter him. Like, if he ever fought Jake Paul, it'd be the only time I'm fucking rooting for Jake Paul. Like, come on, son, fucking splatter him. It's the only fucking time. But yeah, fucking mint, awesome. But
Mint.
yeah,
Mint.
yeah, that's enough agitating. It's enough agitating. Fucking blows my mind. It's a fucking dipstick, alright.
Here's one for you then.
What's that?
Yeah, I came across this yesterday, day before, and I was thinking, and it was like, oh, it was straight to one answer, and when I got the other answer, it was like, oh, 2 pills.
2 pills.
1 red, 1 blue.
Okay, so it's the Matrix track.
Yep. 1 pill, 45 million.
Right.
Yep. The other blue, the other colour, start life again with every knowledge and everything else you know.
Everything I know. Well,
everything you've acknowledged, learned, and everything else now, but at starting life again. Well, it's not. I think it was the age of 10. I think the age was.
to be fair, mate, that's quite good because I would love to go back to the 90s, you know, the height of Pokemon and all that kind of shit. But the point is then, if you were to go back, you need to now use the knowledge you know to somehow make it profitable for you, because you're either leaving stupidly great wealth to then start again, and hopefully you can build it into something. But like, stuff was already established then. You're not going to fucking make the internet. You're not going to make fucking, you know, Google shit. But you can predict shit. You can put a bet on. Fuck me, I'd love to remember the lottery numbers. If I could remember that, I know, but then again, you have to wait for a while for that lottery to come in.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I would never redo anything in life. I love the way everything's gone in terms of, you know, who I am and shit, and, you know, everything happens for a reason, blah, blah, blah. Would it be worth it just getting the 45 million now, there and then, done, dusted?
I think I'd probably start again.
See, I don't know here. I like the idea of going back because, like I said, I'd love to just get back to them 90s days. Would it be the 90s when I was 10? No, it wouldn't even be the 90s. It would be the early 2000s, born in 93.
2010.
It wouldn't be 2010.
2012.
No, it would be...
If you're going back to 10-year-old...
If I was 10, it would be 2003. I was born in 1993.
I mean from now, though. I don't mean from...
Oh, it's 10 years from now.
I don't mean from... Just going back to the age of 10. It just meant in general. Sorry.
Right, so I'm not the age... I'm going back 10 years. Or I am going back to the age of 10. So it's 2003 then.
Right, okay.
Right, so it's 2003. Now, if it's 2003, I've missed all my epic Pokemon years and days and whatnot.
Mine's 1998. So I'm leaving the 90s like fuck's that hated the 90s.
Yeah. Nah, do you know what? Give me the 45 mil.
See, I'd start again. Mm-hmm. And with all the knowledge I know, I'd fucking do something with it. I'd learn.
Like
I'd do space and or something like that.
Yeah.
I would earn money the right way, but with the knowledge I know.
Would I, like, let's think about it. I'm in that scenario. I assume I've still got the same brain, so my brain still thinks
You just know everything now at the age you are, but you're just at the age of 10.
What can I remember that can actually... All I can think of is betting.
Yeah, but you say you know your knowledge. You know how things work now, so you can put all your knowledge into that. Yeah,
but like, I know how phones work now, but I couldn't go back to the age of 10 and find someone and say, like, I know how to make a smartphone, right? How do you do it? Oh, I don't actually know. I just know that I can use them. I don't know what knowledge I can implement here. Like, I could say, oh, the Russians are going to invade Ukraine. I could do a prediction and be like, some weird profit.
You don't have to predict anything. You don't have to gain money.
Yeah, but
you just start in life.
Because right now, I don't have any of the knowledge to implement anything. Like, if I was back then, I know, you know, about, you know, new TVs and...
Obviously, we're looking at different levels here.
Yeah.
Because obviously, what knowledge I've got now, I would start life again and put that into studying and fucking...
So basically,
stuff like that.
All you would do is...
So I'm basically changing my life kind of situation.
Even then, though, when I go back, it's not knowledge. Like, I know basic science. I know a little bit of math.
Oh, no, I don't know about you, but fair, but I'm a lot, quotes, wiser than I was.
But like I said, I'm trying to think of what knowledge I have now that I can implement into studying and whatnot, because it's still not going to progress me any further, because I do a science test, I'm still going to be where I am because I didn't become a scientist.
Yeah, but do you not think your science is better now than you was at the age of 10? Or your maths, or your English, or whatever?
It's just all... The only way you could do it is if I went back in time and literally stuck in.
Oh, no, I was going to say, no, mine's completely different. I think I've, well, obviously, been through school-ish and whatever else. I think I've gained more knowledge.
Well, obviously, yeah, there's no doubt we've gained more knowledge, but where I was at, I keep going to science, scientifically minded to where I am now, they're two of the same because my science mind now can't get me anywhere.
I think mine's different to what science I knew back in school. The science I know now is way a lot more.
But is it enough to get you into a big corporation where you can start building and making shit?
You never know. So I know, like I say, it's a start of something. It's knowledge you've got.
The only thing I would do is I would ignore that stuff. I would grab assets that I know absolutely, blow up.
There's no like predicting futures or anything. You just start and this is like you click your fingers.
Yeah, but the world still goes how it is. So I would just invest in the early days of like the Amazons and shit like that. I would get to what money I could at the age of 10. I would buy collectibles and shit that I could afford that I know. Like buying a booster box back in the day, the Pokemon cards, would probably cost you about £80, but now that same booster box, people are selling for $250,000 higher. So I would just keep all of that shit and just wait, and then hopefully, that's why I'm saying fuck all that work, I'm just going to do 45 mil. So yeah, I'm sick of 45 mil. No. I don't know how far I can progress my life because I'm a fucking idiot. Unless it comes to comic books and superheroes and shit, intelligence wise, I'm still me.
See, I'd go back. I'd say if thing is now, go back to the age of 10 as from today.
Right, so go on.
I wake up in the morning, I'm 10.
Give us your steps then. So you wake up now, you're 10.
I wake up tomorrow morning, I'm the age of 10 again. Yeah. And like I say, I'll go to school.
Right, so for the next 5-6 years, you go to school every day and you're actually studying and doing your school.
Yeah.
Right, and then after that?
I'd fucking go into college and I'd study space or get some kind of science degree.
Right, so you do astrophysics and shit or whatever. Right, so now you stand, so that way you're on a trajectory to just becoming a physicist or something.
Some kind of science nerd.
Because obviously they don't.
An English version. Of
you've got to remember as well, they don't make that much money.
I'll be an English version of Sheldon Poop.
Yeah, just minus the Green Lantern. Because you got to remember though, they don't make that much money, so you need to make sure you get a big breakthrough.
It's not really about the money though. It's just looking to see how life would be different again with the knowledge you know. Yeah,
see, that doesn't interest me whatsoever. Give me the 45 mil. I can go have fun right now.
You can stick somebody in my bank for the side of it as a
Hey, I'll tell you what I'll do. If you so it's nice to meet you, Chris. I'll see you in a few years. I'll find out where you are, whatever. I'll either try and get it into your bank so it nicely grows for you.
Some man gave me some money.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. Yes, what did you do to him? Nothing. Tell you what, we'll go halfers, right? I'll split my 45 mil dead half with you, right? And I'll put half somewhere, whether it be wherever for you. And you can have half of that and I'll have my half because that'll do me, mate. What 45 will be 22.5 million. That'll do me. It's fine. And then if you ever make a breakthrough, whatever you do, you find me in the future and you just say, Dan, half of my shit, that's yours. So either way, you're covered. So if you do all this shit and you start again, but it doesn't really get you anywhere, you've still got your thingy.
Yeah.
So I've sorted you out there. But if I blow my 20 thingy and I'm on the tramp on the side, like, oh, there's Dan. I owe you some money. There you go. So you're covered either way. There's a good plan. We'll do it. Make sure when we take these pills, we're in the queue together.
Yeah.
That'll do me.
Fucking hell.
It's fun. that was a nice little thought provoker. Here's a thought provoker for you, Chris.
Okay.
Right. There's 4 men in a boat. No, sorry. There's 3 men in a boat.
What the fuck is that?
Wait. There's 3 men in a boat.
3 men in a boat.
Yeah, with 4 cigarettes.
Okay.
But none of them have a single cigarette lighter.
Okay.
They chuck a cigarette overboard, and the whole boat becomes a cigarette lighter. How does it work?
I don't know. I don't do riddles. I don't do riddles.
4 men in a boat.
4 men in a boat.
No, sorry, there's 3 men in a boat. Right, so start again. There's 3 men in a boat.
3 men in a boat.
There's 4 cigarettes.
Okay.
But not a single person has a cigarette lighter.
Right.
They get 1 cigarette, chuck it overboard. Now the whole boat becomes a cigarette lighter.
Don't do riddles.
Oh, it's not a riddle, it's a joke.
I don't even get that.
Right.
Don't say it again because I don't know.
I am. Just think about it. Think about it. It's 3 men
3 men
on a boat.
on a boat. On a boat.
Yeah.
In a
right.
boat.
So
On a
they're in
boat.
the middle of the sea. They're on a boat. They're floating.
So they're in a boat.
Right. Yeah. There's 3 of them.
There's
So they've
3
got
of them.
4 cigarettes.
4 cigarettes.
But they grab 1 cigarette, chuck it overboard.
Okay.
Now the whole boat becomes a cigarette lighter. Don't think literally with the flame. Think weight.
Oh, fucking hell.
It becomes a cigarette lighter. That's fucking mint. Mate, I'm the same as you. I'm acting like a little cocky asshole here. I was stuck. I was like, how does a boat suddenly be able to spark up fags? They were going to light it. And B's looking at me like, think about it, Dan. I'm like, right, so where does the fire come from? I was, mate, and the worst thing is, I don't, obviously I helped you out a bit there, but I was stuck for fucking ages. I was, what?
I don't do riddles.
I'll leave you with this one though. This
Oh,
is me. This one, no, mate. I am the Riddler.
I don't
Mate,
do these.
somebody at the Riddler was in my work. I'm not going to say names. Somebody got employed, right? And somebody else got employed.
Where you work.
Yeah.
Right, so there's 2 people been employed.
Yeah. Well, somebody was already long-term employed. Somebody come in, right? But then there's another lad that works in my work, and I won't say his name. But one of the lads, the new lads, said to one of the other lads, "Oh, it's okay. I know all of so and so's secrets." And I'm thinking, what are you, the fucking Batman villain? I know all your secrets. I was like, what the fuck is this? It was creepy as fuck. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. Batman, don't say around here, you know, all the secrets.
So the new guy said to the older guy...
Right, so it's hard without saying names and pointing people out.
So the new guy that came in
Yep.
said to the
Said
guy
to another guy that was already working
who's
there.
been there for years.
Yeah. That
I know all your secrets.
Not your secrets. He was saying to the person who's been there for ages, I know somebody else's secrets that works there.
Right, okay. So there's A, B and C.
Yeah. And
A said to B, I know C's secrets.
yeah. Not like a fucking weird James Bond villain.
You need to find out what these secrets are.
Mate, there won't be any, because the guy he's not there anymore. He hadn't been there like 4 days.
Does A and C even know each other?
Roughly, only through the small interaction through work. Does A and C? Yeah,
they know each other.
Yeah, everybody knows C and everybody knows A. It was B that was the new person. Weird as fuck. Because we had a first PC complaint at work, you see.
Why?
Because A, so we'll change the new letter A, said to a worker that's been there for about a year or so. In fact, I could say this name, Specky Boy. Said to Specky Boy, "Hey, you look like Sloth from Goonies." And then Specky Boy said to the new lad, "Oh, shut up, man, you're half an hour away from a heart attack." Right? Funny, that was funny, because he was a big lad. There's no wrong with that. I'm a fat fuck. I get ripped all the fucking time being a fat fuck. And he went to my manager and said, "Oh, I've had a comment about my weight." And my manager's like, "Right, did you rip him back?" And he's like, "No, I just didn't like it. Could you please tell him to stop?" So he had to pull him and say, "I wouldn't mention his weight." And I was like, I overheard us, and I'm like, what the fuck, PC principal? And I just went out my way that entire week to be as un-PC as I possibly fucking could. I thought, what a joke, and I was like, I'm not letting this start up in here, no, because the way we speak to each other at work, you would think we'd hate each other.
Yeah.
But we don't. Hello.
They've offered 90.
Yeah, so that was my nephew. So yeah, it all got a bit weird at work. But anyway, yes, Chris, what is this? Riddle me this. Riddle me this.
No.
I have many keys, but I don't unlock anything. What am I?
Pedo?
Hey! What keys are on a pedo?
I don't know.
No, that's my
piano.
Hey, it's a piano! You see, you got that one fucking quick as fuck, you doing that? That one was rapido. But there you go. So I've had a fun riddle all week. Oh, here's what. What's the last thing you take off before going to bed? And this is everybody takes this off, unless you're already living in bed.
It's the last thing you take off.
As long as you're able-bodied, you're a regular, regular like me and you.
Aye.
What's the last thing we all take off before going to bed?
Well, me, it's my t-shirt.
So that's for you, but sometimes I walk around the house with my guts hanging out. So I can hear 2 conversations of the same person. So that's why it's weird, mate.
Slap him.
Yeah.
What's the last thing you take off before you go to bed?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Look at my weed.
Don't you? Then you're thinking literal. You're thinking of what item of clothing you take off.
Well, I don't know how else way to think of things. It's how you're supposed to think of things.
That's why it's a riddle.
I don't like riddles. I told you this.
Right, the answer is...
The answer is...
I won't tell you, you find out yourself. So, no, it's your feet from the floor. Take your feet off from the floor. Ah! No matter how late, even if you jump into bed, last thing in your body to leave something is you take off your feet from the floor.
What if I go in bed feet first?
Well, you could...
Then
well,
it's,
you still...
Then it's my head.
No, because you've not took it off anything. You physically taking your feet from off the
I
floor.
rolled and then put my feet on the bed and then rolled myself in. That way my head was actually touching the floor last.
Well, yeah, but no one ever does that, do they? Not as far as that's why I said make sure you're able body, because obviously people in a wheelchair or people that like comatized or whatever, comatized,
Whatever.
But hey, that's my result. Don't worry, no more riddles.
Good. Don't feel riddles.
I think the dogs and everyone's kicking off. I need a poo anyway. I don't know if you can tell by my farts. I've been pooing like the son of a bitch.
Yeah. The joys there.
The joys.
The joys.
Hey, I don't know if you've got anything weird to add to that. That blue pill, red pill thing was quite fun, to be fair.
No, like I said, that's all I got. That's all I got for you.
Oh, it's the four-legged fat head.
Is it again?
It's back again.
It'd be interesting to start life again. To see where I'd end up.
I'm 99.99% sure the only place I could end up is back to where I am, because there's no chance I'm going back to school, right? I'd love to study and do that shit again, but I'm making sure
Is there not something that you really want to do that you wish you did do?
Right, obviously this is...
Because you love videoing and shit like that. Would you not go down the video route or something like that?
I mean, potentially, there might be
Hello?
aspects... What's that? Who's recording, mate? There might be an aspect somewhere that I can take that further. I don't know. Like I said, I'm trying to grasp the knowledge I have now. Because let's be honest, mate, I'm a fucking idiot. Let's put a Lego bricks together.
Yeah, I'm sure you've got more knowledge now than you did as a 10-year-old somewhere.
No, I do, but I'm just trying to find a way. Because obviously the only reason why I'm going back is to make life much more better and easier for the future me. But I don't know where I could excel my expertise to make it fucking happen. Like, do I go back to 10? Do I all of a sudden become the next fucking Quentin Tarantino? Become a mid-director? I don't know how, from go to school, primary, secondary, and implement. I don't know. It's hard for me to fathom, because I have to then theorise and fantasise a new route that I haven't already taken. So my brain's like, this is just daydreaming, Dad, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to put myself back to square one and be like, okay, which part gets me to the... Because like I said, I'm just trying to do this to make my life better for the future. And I don't know where it happens or where it gets done, because I'll go back to any school activity, maths, English, whatever. I don't know how I'd study any of them and take them further, or fuck knows. That's why my brain's like, shit, fucking 45 mil down, fucking have a DOS. We don't have to think then.
Yeah, but you can only DOS for so long and you just get bored.
I don't know, I could honestly say, right, if somebody put me in a chair and I had a TV in front of me, bathroom breaks, fags, and they said, right, the rest of your life, we're just going to pass you Lego sets and you build. I don't think I'll ever get bored. I think my little monkey brain would be like, this is fucking amazing. As long as it was a comfy chair. I mean, the only way I would get sick of it is if they said, you have to do it, but you have to stand up for eternity. That would maybe do my head in, because I get fucking bad back. But if I was at a comfy chair, my remote, and then, fag breaks, coffee, just build Lego. Next set for eternity. I would get bored. Or reading comic books and stories and that. I'd fucking love that. Just next one. As long as you take breaks, because I've done it before where I've been sat there reading a comic book and then they all start to merge into one. I'm going back to figure the story and I'm like, why is it Green Lantern inside of this X-Men comic? I'm like, it's because I read them all in a one.
Yeah.
Read them all merged. And it starts to fucking bath you. Oh, fucking MJ and Ned's dead.
Oh.
Oh, now Captain America's dead. fuck's sake. Not again, Steve. Well, you're not dead, you're just old.
Not again.
You're just old as shit. I watched Lightyear the other day.
Very good.
I mean, it's had a lot of slack from the press, but I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
People going nuts over that scene of two women kissing. I'm just thinking, all they do is go... I'm like, what the fuck is the matter with people?
Yeah, some people are just fucking...
See, we get on about all this PC shit, right? But then I'm also on the other wagon of how, you know, the people who want to be PC, I can understand why people are kicking off because two women just kissed on a fucking Pixar film. I don't even know if it was Pixar now, I can't even remember. If it was just kiss. No, it will be Pixar, it's related to Toy Story.
Well, you understand why they're kicking off.
No, I don't understand why. You know how usually we're like, oh, why are these PC people like this? Blah, 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 have a joke, have a laugh. But then at the same time, I can go to the other side and be like, I can understand why people, you know, the PC people kick off because people don't like, you know, homosexuality and whatnot.
Yeah. I don't think it's because well,
obviously they kicked off because they saw a gay kiss
them, yeah.
on a thingy. So I can understand why the PC people are like, why can't you just let gay people be gay on TV?
That's not really them being PC though, is it? It's just them standing up for themselves.
No, but obviously...
It's the fucking people...
But that's the PC people that represent that group, isn't it? Because you've got your lefts and your rights. The rights always go, we don't want the gays in here, no gays. And then you got them saying, well, let the gays. And when me and you were in the middle asking both of them questions, saying, why the fuck are you both being morons? Just if they want to be getting kissed, go for it. If they want to have a joke about you being gay, let them go. I want it to be a joke. But the people that are genuinely mad about it, like, oh my god, in a Disney kids film, they make two women kiss. Ah, fuck off. Jesus Christ, it's a fucking kids film. Two people kiss, two people. It's the 21st century.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who cares? I don't give a flying fuck if Woody turned out today, boy, people don't love you anymore. I'm going to give Buzz head. As long as they didn't show the head in the kids' film. As long as they just said, oh, I love Buzz, I want to go out with him. Go for it. Who gives a fuck?
That's what people say about stuff like that.
It's mental. But yeah, that's all I've got to say. And I'm going to get back now. 15 minutes till kick off. Can't fucking wait!
50 minutes to kick off. 50 minutes to kick off. Let's see what the football score is. That's weak, picture.
Go. What up? 2-1 Fulham, what minute?
72 minutes, a penalty.
Oh, the penalty? Jesus fucking
3 minutes
Christ.
ago.
That is fucking mental.
So there's 15 minutes. So will Liverpool come back? 2-2.
I mean, a point away at any, because obviously they're the away team, a point at any ground's decent, but Fulham's a team that Liverpool should be. But like I said, it's not the end of the world. City will go to grounds this season, and because obviously the title is, sorry, when people are predicting the Premier League this season, it's you're predicting third down, first and second is Liverpool City.
Yeah.
So people also got a sock. We'll end it there anyway. So, visual thank you, I'll keep in young game now. That's how we talk now.
Who?
Me and you. Talk like fucking babies.
Who?
Me and you.
Why?
That's all. So keep being you and keep on.
Love you, bye.